With the experience of more than 30 years, has independently performed more than 16,000 heart operations, and he has conducted over 150 heart transplant, which we already explained to all of you 1 month back. And he is considered to be one of the best surgeon for heart transplant in India. He is credited with India's first LVAD in 2002 and had a HVAD pump implant in 2003. And he has also performed India's first pediatric heart transplant in a child which is just 2 years and 9 months old. He has also saved many patients with very critical conditions as a life-saving by various procedures like LVAD, ECMO, and he has also started using the LVAD device as a bridging device for patient for the waiting for transplant and as a definitive procedure also. And he is instrumental in establishing India's first comprehensive center for heart failure management at the Fortis Malar Hospital. He is the expert in the end-stage heart failure program, and in spite of doing a routine cardiac surgeries, he is also expertise in complex congenital heart disease surgeries related with heart disease. This has been our long-standing vision to start a lung transplant program in Fortis Malar, and it was a vision of Dr. K.R. Balakrishnan. And today, pleasure to announce that we have started this program in the Fortis Malar Hospital. If I remember correctly, we have done almost close to 9+ heart and lung combined transplant, and we have done more than 12 lung transplant, and we have done few lung transplant on rare diseases. One among them is today we like to hear from Dr. K.R. Balakrishnan in more detail. With this, I'd like to welcome Dr. K.R. Balakrishnan to come.
Tips becomes blue, and also clubbing where the fingertips become swollen. So he was managed medically, but his symptoms worsened. So they did a surgery, septostomy, that is connecting the right and left side of the heart. Usually when the lung pressures are high, the right ventricle starts failing because the right ventricle has to pump blood into the lungs. When it starts failing, if you create one ASD, the part of the right ventricular blood will directly go to the left side. That's how, even though the heart function is preserved, patient can become blue. Now, when he came to us, he was having breathing difficulties, so we evaluated him. We did a 6-minute walk test, how much distance he can travel in 6 minutes. Normally, it should be more than 500 meters. His 6-minute walk test was hardly 270 meters. That's very less. We also evaluated his cardiopulmonary reserve. We measure what is called peak oxygen consumption, which is normally 40 ml. His was less than 10. We also did a CT scan just to rule out any thrombus in the lungs, because that also can increase the lung pressure. So with all these criteria, he was a candidate for some kind of therapy. We did his echo, which showed dilated right-sided chambers, right ventricle. He had severe right ventricular dysfunction. He also had TR. TR is there is leaking of the valves on the right side. His pulmonary artery pressure was very high, 100/60. Normal pulmonary artery pressure, you and me, is 25/10. His was 100/60, and his normal blood pressure was low. It was hardly 80 millimeter of mercury. But his left ventricle was normal. Now the challenge was, you can see the actually echo. The dilated one is the right ventricle. The other side is the left ventricle. Left ventricle is normal. Right-sided ventricle is dilated. So what is the option? We had two options. bilateral lung transplantation and heart and lung transplantation. Usually heart and lung transplantations are done if there is a RV failure. Now what we did was, getting a heart, lungs together is difficult, that to a foreigner, because organs may or may not be available. Again, if you can use the heart in some other deserving candidate, again 2 patients will be benefited. So considering all this, we started some medicines. With this medicine, his right ventricle slightly improved. And one day there was a lung donation happening in Visakhapatnam. Then Dr. Bala took a decision, his right ventricle will recover, so let us do the lung transplantation. And finally we did a bilateral lung transplantation. That organ we got it from a 20-year-old guy who was brain dead because of the road traffic accident from Visakhapatnam.
For that period of time. And after the transplant, he did very well, and as you can see, the heart is completely recovered and it's become normal. Sometimes we use another trick, which is if you do a heart-lung block, we can take the heart of this donor and put it into somebody else. So a few things are done to ensure that maximum number of people benefit. But even though the operative part of this is difficult, once they survive the operation, their long-term survival is excellent. And these are young boys and girls, so they can go back to full activity. And some of them, in fact, have even taken part in competitive sports and mountain climbing and stuff like that. So the prognosis is very good. And the lung transplant in general, worldwide, is much more difficult to do than heart. If you look at the level of difficulty, lung transplant programs are perhaps 10 times more difficult to do than heart, because most of the time the lung is injured in the accident which causes the donor to be available. Lungs are easily infected because they are open to the atmosphere, and managing lungs is much more challenging and difficult. And especially patients with severe pulmonary hypertension and right heart failure, to manage a lung transplant program is not easy. And as I said, there are no centers in Asia, including in Singapore and Malaysia, where lung transplants are done. So the point in highlighting this was, it's a matter of great pride that Chennai has taken a lead again and is a leader in both heart and lungs. Lung transplants are not done in any other city in India except Chennai. And in Chennai, I think 2 or 3 hospitals do it. So it's a matter of great pride for us that we are having technology here, which the rest of the country does not as yet have. And this is just to highlight that these are possible with modern advances in medicine. Thank you.
Dr. Loke, please, sir. Ready, sir?
Peço só, não peço.
Могу много ходить, как любой человек здоровый. Синева пропала, розовые губы. Я не знаю, очень счастлив. Большое спасибо всем.
He doesn't have any breathlessness now. He doesn't have a blue color of the lips. Now he is having pink colors lips, no breathlessness. Now he can walk and even run. So he is feeling, he doesn't have pain in his chest like he was having before. So he is very happy.
Да, я мечтаю играть в футбол.
Actually, his dream is to play football.
Хочу по приезду в Украину поступить на юридическое, получить образование и работать по специальности.
And he wants to be a lawyer because the last few years he was studying at home only, so he didn't finish his education, and now he is going to go to university and get his education as a lawyer.
Живу только с мамой. Отец у меня умер 29 января этого года.